Race number 4 is over 7 furlongs and it's the rated conditions. If Canaf wins, I believe he'll set a new record for the amount of wins in one season at Jebel, won't he? In recent times, anyway. Jason Ford will probably tell us somebody won 7 in 1 year, but
maybe. But no, he must do. He must have a massive chance. He's a decent horse, and
well, here's one for you.
He's carrying a little penalty, isn't
A
he?
little penalty. Get off away from me. Right, Melvin. If you bother to watch this, at the start of the season, he was rated 107. Right?
Yeah.
He went down. At the start of last season, he was rated 107. He got dropped £17 to 90 before his winning streak started.
Yeah.
He's had 4 wins, 2 seconds. He's still under 107. So he's still not at the level that he was at before he started getting dropped in his winning streak. And it only took him 4 races to get dropped. So, yes, he's a nice horse, but give me any horse. Knock me £17 off him. A proper horse like this, not an awful horse. Give me a proper horse, not £17 off him, and then only put me up a little each time. I could get 4 wins.
So do you think he'll win then?
No.
So why are you going on about him then?
Oh, because he will win. I'm just not going to tip him.
I think he'll win. He's well in there. If you look around though, Paul has not picked, for instance, Masharev, who won at Jebel last time. So he must, in a way, like Canaf a little bit more than Masharev.
To be fair,
but the stable think Shashi will win.
as I say, to be fair with jockeys, what you normally find is when they're on a run with a horse,
Certainly.
they don't really want to get off it.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yes, I did.
The stable think Shashi
Shashi
will
will win.
but I'm ignoring them. I think they're a bit confused. They also think Canaf will win, so they're both in the same race.
Right.
I think they were a bit confused because Shashi was ended up twice.
Shashi ran well, to be fair, in the 5 furlong race.
Did, yeah.
But again, I still don't think anything would have been Kilrock that day if we hadn't been taken on for 4 furlongs.
If we go back to Sharsi's Canaf race at Jebel,
It's got a lot of form to fight. It's got a lot of weight to fight.
It's got to have. So for me, the Canaf is for me the one. And one I'd like to mention also is Gold Pearl. He's really been running well this season.
That's the one I think will win.
And he's taking 2.5 off, isn't he? And it will definitely be the danger for me to Canaf.
To me, Gold Pearl is very consistent. His handicap marks hardly moved. He had the win at the earlier part of the year, beating Oasis Dancer. Then he was second to Canaf by a head.
Yeah.
Then he was 4th in the Group 3, not beaten far. Then he went to Maidan, didn't like the surface. Then he came back here and he was 3rd to Canaf, beaten pre-quarters. Last time he was 4th to Touch Gold. The reason is, if you look at his best runs, it's always, when he won, he had Mark on, by the way, pulling the 2.5 kilos off. If you look at his best runs, it's in a field where he can find trouble and then gets a bit of space at the end.
He should find trouble here.
Yeah, he should be able to get a bit of trouble, get a bit of space at the end. Also, the weight difference. When they ran last time, when Canaf beat him, Canaf was carrying, I'm just going to go back up to confirm this because I wrote it in my notes earlier. Canaf was carrying
55, I think it was.
57.
Was it 57?
Because KS was second.
Oh right, yeah. Yes, 57.
He's now carrying 2.5 kilos more.
Yeah.
On that day, go back down to Gold Pearl. Gold Pearl was carrying 56. He's carrying 58.5, so 2.5 kilos more.
56 again.
But he gets the 2.5 kilos off.
Yeah.
So he's actually 2.5 kilos better, and Mark's riding really well at this track. So
Yeah.
I think those 2.5 kilos could be the big difference.
Yeah, you could
which
be
is
right.
Why I've come off Canaf.
Well, I'll go for Canaf because I think he's in form and it's the last day of the season. They're going to be really trying to win, aren't they?
Yeah.
Not too hard, mind you.
You've also got to give a shout to Masharev, who Masaba hasn't mentioned to you today, because he beat Forjet by a good distance.
Yeah.
But he hasn't run for most of the year, so he's obviously had problems.
He's had a long time off.
Yeah.
Long time off.
So, a lot of different horses of opinion there, but I'm going to go for Gold Pearl, who's actually in the sale.
Yeah.
So he might not be running in those colours.
He might not be.
And if he's cheap enough, he'll be running in my colours.
Well, there you go. If you can get him changed.
It'll have to be cheap enough. You get them changed quick
I'm
enough.
going for 1, you're going for 6.
Yeah.
6.5 does the job.